Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And so obviously Kale and Caulifla have been revealed, their full information details posted, and everyone has now seen what they can do, seen their animations, all that good stuff. But a lot of people have been asking me, especially during the stream yesterday, when is the banner actually going to come out? So there's a couple of different things that we can look at to determine when the banner is going to come out, including information that's been given to us directly from Dokkan, not just in the announcement itself, but from looking at other things that are going on in the game as well. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Do let me know down below in the comment section if you are planning to summon for Kale and Caulifla. Obviously I will make a summon or skip video when we get a little bit closer to the time, because we should have the data download, obviously, before the banner's going to come out, right? We're going to get it. And that will give us a bit of an indication as to things with like tickets, whether there actually is going to be pity, because the coins will be in the data download. I don't think there will be, but this isn't a video about that. So when that summon or skip video comes out, make sure you do check that out. I will do a video breaking down the data download when we get it as well anyway. So keep an eye out for those. Make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, so Kale and Caulifla coming out. Now, the thing that we've all been wondering is, when we've been looking at the wiki for like the timeline, you can see here for the last 2 years in a row, I think it was Gohan and Bulma, both came out on the 40th of May, 14th of the 40th, the 14th. Actually, no, Bulma did come out on the 15th. Okay, so we've only been looking at last year, where Gohan came out on the 14th. The year before, Bulma came out on the 15th. So we've always known it's going to be around this time that they're going to release the Part 2 LR, right? And the interesting thing is, when the producer letter then happened on a Sunday morning, at least for me, right, it'll be late Saturday evening if you're in the US, that got a lot of people speculating as to whether we could see the LR come out early, because obviously not only did they do the producer letter, but then right after the producer letter aired, they made this post, right, where they showed the full details. You can see this was posted at like just after 5 AM. The producer letter was at 4 AM for me in terms of UK time. So normally the time frame is they post the details for the unit on Twitter, like when we're getting a new EZA, or like when Goku and Hit were coming out, for example. They post the details on Twitter, then the next day there's the data download, which gives us all the info. And then the next day the character comes out, right? It's usually a 48-hour kind of cycle from when the information gets posted on Twitter to when the unit comes out. But obviously this unit was announced way earlier than we expected, and that would have essentially meant that we'd have got a data download today, which of course did not happen, and then the banner would have come out tomorrow, which for me in the UK would be the morning of the 13th. Now, that's not to say that would have been impossible, right? Every year, the days often shift by like 1 or 2 dates. Last year, as I say, it was the 14th. The year before, it was the 15th. So it being the 13th, like, would have not been out of the realms of possibility. But obviously, the fact that there has been no data download basically rules out the fact that the banner, like, cannot come out tomorrow, right? So that leaves us with the next couple of days to think about when the banner is going to come out. A lot of people are expecting we'll also see the EZA details, which, you know, we're all expecting Tech, Kale and Caulifla. Expect those to come out potentially tomorrow morning, with then the data download following and the banner coming out in the next couple of days. So the big thing that is an indicator in game, which is something that we look at quite a lot, is this right here. If we look at the Dokkan info page, remember that we currently have an Elder Kai banner up. A lot of the times we used to be able to go by sales, and we could look and see like, oh, the sales end here, and then, you know, new sales start straight away for the new banner, because that's when that's going to come out. But they've been doing it differently for quite a few banners and quite a few celebrations now, where they do actually have like a full day, maybe even slightly longer, where there are no sales active in the game, which is, like I say, a few years back, something that they never really used to do. So it had made predicting the banner times a little bit more difficult. But the Kai banner, this came out an hour after, as you can see here from the times, right? There's the Goku, well, this isn't the Goku and Hit banner, but the red coin thing was available as soon as the banner was out, right? So, I mean, I can scroll up and see it, right? It's definitely the same date at 5 a.m. right? So the Kai banner now for some reason comes out an hour after the main banner. And as you can see here, this Kai banner is going to end on Thursday the 15th at 6 a.m. This is UK time, right? So it'll be Wednesday evening. So what that would imply is that the new banner is going to come out on Thursday the 15th at 5 a.m. because that's how these last few Kai banners have all come out an hour after the new banner has dropped, right? And that lines up well with what we know now from not getting a data download today, because if we get news in the morning tomorrow about Kale and Caulifla's EZA, for example, that would then mean the data download would be Wednesday, the 14th, and then the unit comes out on the 15th, which is what this seems to apply or seems to imply here, right? Now, the other thing that is interesting is I do believe that we are getting maintenance has been announced on JP as well, which obviously there has to be like the data download for. So the maintenance will probably coincide with the actual when we would expect the data download. And as you can see here, this is that maintenance announcement from the news in JP. Server maintenance will be performed Wednesday the 14th. This is 2 a.m. UK time to 8 a.m. UK time. So obviously the banner can't drop then. So Wednesday morning for me is ruled out, like Tuesday night for US. So basically this is yet another sign that points towards the banner coming out on the morning of the 15th or the evening of the 14th if you're in the US, because this maintenance will be going on for 6 hours on the Wednesday morning, and then obviously rather than there just being a separate data download that drops, but like we normally expect before celebrations start, this maintenance will obviously just include everything that is the data download. So once the maintenance is done, we will have the data in the game, right? So all of these signs point towards the 15th. There's also one more thing. That's not quite the full zoomed in one. The other thing is really, like, if you were able to see it, the information was kind of there all along, right? Because when this came up in the producer letter, it says at the bottom here, summon period, the 14th of the 5th, PST. Now, what that means is, obviously for me, banners come out in the UK at 5 a.m. UK time, which PST is 8 hours behind me. So whenever Dokkan says a banner is going to come out on a certain day PST, it's always the next day for me in the morning. So if the banner is advertised in the producer letter as coming out on the 14th PST, then it comes out on the morning of the 15th for me, which again, everything points to this, right? The Kai banner goes away and then the new one comes out on the morning of the 15th, evening of the 14th for you US guys. I feel like I don't need to say that every single time, but I'm obviously just used to saying like my own time zone, and I know a lot of you guys are in the US. But yeah, morning of the 15th, the new Kai banner comes out. The maintenance was the day before and goes over the time that a banner would usually be. And then yeah, 14th of the 5th advertisement in PST is the morning of the 15th for me in the UK. So basically, all signs we have so far, every indication points to the banner is going to come out the morning of the 15th at 5 a.m. for me, which will be midnight EST, and then, what is it, 9 p.m. PST on the 14th will be the release of the banner. Now remember, it is a Carnival banner as well, so we're going to talk about this more in the summon or skip video, but you got to remember, this was the last Carnival banner that we got with the double rates, the like Dragon Carnival. This is what the Kale and Caulifla banner is essentially going to be like. And when we look at the units, it's like the new Carnival LR, and then there was one other Carnival LR featured, which was the Super Saiyan Trio, and then an older LR, well obviously he had got an EZA. Like I could see this banner being Kale and Caulifla, hopefully the return of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then the other LR being like AGL Kale and Caulifla or something, because it's an older LR that's relevant to the unit and their leader skill, and then it's going to be a bunch of older SSRs. So these are probably going to be a bunch of the random older Universe 6 like unfeatured characters, like potentially Tech Caulifla, STR Kale, Int Bota Magetta. Like, I wouldn't expect this banner to be particularly great, but as I said, we'll talk about that more in detail in the summon or skip video. But the important thing is that the banner itself is going to be coming out on the morning of the 15th, evening of the 14th. There seems to be no other way it fits in, because we didn't get the data download today and then we have the maintenance scheduled. This is when the banner is going to come out. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Will you be summoning? I will be live on that Thursday morning for when the banner comes out. I'm not going to go in crazy on the banner, but we'll see how we get on. But let me know your thoughts down below. Are you summoning? Are you skipping? Are you waiting for more info from the data download? Let me know all your thoughts on this down in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.